Reva, we want this to be your best marriage yet.
Here, Mama, try some of the brie. You know, it's gonna be such a beautiful day.
Oh, Cassie's chicken salad is incredible. You'll have to try it.
You have your shoes and everything all ready, right?
Yes.
You know what? We probably shouldn't overwhelm Reva. Today is going to be tough enough, you know, not to mention the rest of her life.
Well, that's how long this marriage is going to last.
Right. With our help.
Like I need it.
Excuse me, isn't this trip number 3 down the aisle for you and Dad?
The first 2 were rehearsals.
Face it, Reva. You need us.
And I'm here to give you a little perspective on being a Lewis.
I've been a Lewis several times.
Yeah, but see, you're not marrying any old Lewis. You're marrying Josh Lewis. And yes, it's true, you can take the boy out of Oklahoma, but you cannot take Oklahoma out of the boy.
Or the girl.
The point is, Josh is a personification of wholesome, all-American, everyman virtues.
And the problem?
The problem is thinking of him like that.
You've lost me. Pass me the chicken salad.
Mom, pay attention. Look, the reason why you messed up the first 2 times is because you thought of Josh as some paragon.
Yeah, and he's my uncle, and I love him like crazy, but come on, he's still a guy.
I've noticed.
Well, then you've noticed that guys don't always think with their brains.
Now, Josh, the only way to deal with a woman in this day and age is to think like him. And just think like him. Hey. You gotta get in touch with your feelings.
Yes, the feelings.
Deep feelings, right.
Feelings.
Feelings don't make it, Mom, because men don't think like us, and they never will, so we have to try and think like them.
You mean think with another part of my anatomy?
That's right, Josh. You cannot trust your animal instincts, all those lusts and passions. No, it's time for you to get in touch with your inner self, you know, your sensitive side.
That's true, to your inner self.
All that hard on your sleeve stuff, it's just a waste of energy. Won't get you anywhere with a man.
Except backed into a corner. You've got to be tough, and you've got to be strong, and you've got to be in control.
Like a man.
Yeah, the only way to go.
You call this advice?
Yes! All right, I'm getting back to the hotel and changing.
You're a Lewis. Lewises don't change.
I'll walk you out. All this talk about men and their feelings, it's kind of hard to know how to deal with them. Okay, let's have it. What? What? What's wrong? Is it that obvious?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you know something that would hurt the person you're with, but he'd probably never find out unless he heard it from you, do you think you should tell him? We're talking about Tony, huh? He's just been through so much horrible stuff lately, and I don't want to make it any worse. What's the downside? What do you mean? Well, if telling Tony something he doesn't know, I mean, is that going to hurt you? Well, I don't really care. If it hurts me, I'm just worried about him. Or, you know what? You're putting him first. And that's great, because I think that's very important in a relationship, to an extent. If what's best for Tony is to tell him, then you should probably tell him. But if it's best to protect him, then maybe that's what you should do. Well, how do I know what's best for him? I think you have to listen to your mama, and she always says, trust your heart.
You know, as much as I love Mindy, she's a little too high energy for me. I'm gonna go take a nap.
No, you can't go anywhere, sister.
You mean this Gab Fest isn't over?
It is. That was actually just for fun, but it is crunch time here.
Meaning?
Meaning you're not gonna walk down that aisle until I get a few things straight with you.